So in this video, we will discuss about the last part, that is the type 4 hypersensitivity. It is also called as cell-mediated hypersensitivity, delay type of hypersensitivity, and overview of the all hypersensitivity reaction. So type 4 hypersensitivity, commonly called as the delay type of hypersensitivity. It is the only class of hypersensitivity reaction in which are triggered by the antigen-specific T cell. That is because of that it is called as a cell-mediated immunity reaction. This is mediated by the T cell-dependent effector mechanism involving Th cell, that is the T helper cell. Primary the Th1 subtype, but in few cases Tc cells, that is the T cytotoxic cells. Antibodies do not play role in type 4 hypersensitivity reaction. Remember, it is important for objective also. Okay. On activation, the Th1 cell. Okay. In type 4 hypersensitivity reaction, the reaction state is divided into two phases. The first phase is the effector phase, and second phase is the sensitization phase. Okay. So in the effector phase, on activation of Th1 cell, release the cytokine, and that cause the accumulation and activation of macrophages. Okay. We see here in this accumulation and activation of macrophages, which in turn cause the local damage. The tuberculin skin test is example of type 4 hypersensitivity. This test is done by putting a small amount of tuberculin purified protein derivatives, that is the PPD, under the top layer of skin. If any person has ever been exposed to the Mycobacterium tuberculosis, skin will react to the antigens by developing a firm red blood at the site within 2 days. It is a standard method for determining whether a person is infected by the Mycobacterium tuberculosis. Okay. In the effector phase, what happens? The activated cells, okay, react with the Th1 cell, okay, resting cells are the resting macrophages. Okay, and they synthesize the different products which include tumor necrosis factor, then interleukin, and then the different chemical compound, that is the nitric oxide, etc. Okay, and they form the complex and lyse the target cell. So this is all about the type 4 hypersensitivity reaction. So just we take the overview of all 4 hypersensitivity reaction. What is the difference in between them? So type 1, type 2, type 3, and type 4. Type 1 is the IgE mediated, type 2 is the IgG mediated, that is the immunoglobulin G, type 3 is the immunocomplex mediated, and type 4 is the cell mediated hypersensitivity. Okay, what is the exact mechanism? So antigen induces the cross-linking of IgE, that is the immunoglobulin, bound to the mast cell, and basophils with the release of vasoactive mediators. Okay, what happened in type 2 hypersensitivity? Antibody direct against the cell surface antigen mediated cell destruction via complement activation or ADCC pathway. What happened in type 3? That is the antigen antibody complex, okay, activate the complement pathway, and because of that, these complement pathway activations lead to the inflammatory response. Okay, and because of that, there is the infiltration of neutrophil cells in the vessels. Okay, occurs in type 4 hypersensitivity reaction. Sensitize Th1 cell, okay, release the compounds that is called as the cytokines, okay, which activate the macrophages, or T cell, that is the T cytotoxic cell, which mediate the direct cellular damage. And last difference, okay, typical manifestations include systematic anaphylaxis and localized anaphylaxis. allergies, and eczema are the example of type 1 hypersensitivity. Type 2 hypersensitivity. Example of type 2 hypersensitivity reactions include typical manifestation, which include blood transfusion reaction, erythroblastometallus, and autoimmunohemolytic anemia. Type 3. In next video, we will discuss about the autoimmune disease in detail. Next is the type 3. Examples of type 3 hypersensitivity, which include the serum sickness, then the rheumatoid arthritis, okay, SLE disease, okay, and last is the type 4 hypersensitivity reaction example. The type 4 hypersensitivity reaction typical manifestation include the contact dermatitis, tubercular lesion, and graft rejection. There is a one point is I forget to explain the why type 4 hypersensitivity reaction is called as the delay type of hypersensitivity, because it has the two phases. First phase is the sensitization phase, which takes 1 to 2 weeks, and after that effector phase, which takes the 3 days. Because of that, it is also called as the delay type